sometime.
Hey.
What is up, everybody? It is season 2 of the War Room.
Season 2.
A little bit of issues with the tick and the talk. So you've only got us on here and YouTube.
That's all right. We'll make our point across really well.
We'll get her done.
Yeah, I think what we do this for season 2. We made the War Room an hour long, and
We are an hour long.
And we're coming out guns a-blazing this season.
I don't think we're being nice about a lot of things this time around.
Nope. we were nice for the first season just to get it going, and now the gloves are going to start coming off, and some people may not like it. I may burn bridges. Notice I said I will, not you all. I don't care. It is what it is.
So, yeah, we don't have any catchphrases like we do on Unleashed. We just, you notice there's no big entrance music. It is right down to the nitty and gritty because we are not messing around.
Nope.
So tonight's topic is the Dogman Dilemma.
Oh, yeah. Our wonderful friends up in the woods.
Now, if you've watched anything on YouTube, any documentaries, you're always going to see the fact that Dogman is portrayed as this violent, evil, bloodthirsty creature that's just out to eat everybody.
Aggressive.
Very aggressive, very anything else. But I do believe, we've all been out in the wilderness.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I mean, we've seen things that are dog-like. So we're not saying exactly that it's bad. But we want to try to portray the other side of the Dogman of, are they truly as vicious and mean and evil as everybody says that they are?
Or are they just some misunderstood cryptid?
Exactly.
I mean, if you go and listen to some of the podcasts, you hear a bunch of people saying they've seen him, they've been chased by a Dogman, but they always live to tell the tale.
I was just going to say, chase is operative, not caught.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said on one of my TikToks a while back, if we looked at how many podcasts are there that deal strictly with Dogman, if, say, we just take a bottom number here, take 5. You have 5 podcasts in a week, and say those 5 podcasts have 5 guests. So we go weekly, and you start adding that up, how many people have been killed? When some of these podcasts have been going on for years and years and years, and some of these people are, like the absolute professionals out there, the armchair athletes, they know it all, they've seen it all, but they've never left their couch.
Right.
So, we start.
They definitely like to run their mouth and not get out there and explore themselves.
Exactly. So, I mean, if we start adding in all the numbers, and calculating it all down, how many people have been on any of these situations? So if we take a 5-5-5 rule,
5 by 5.
so 5 podcasts, 5 guests per podcast, and that's not doubling. So we're kind of being generous, and people are seeing these dogmen, and they're feeling threatened. Some are being chased. I mean, we've been chased. We've felt threatened.
Yeah.
But the thing is, are they really as nasty as anything else?
Or is it like a bluff charge from like a bear?
Exactly, because okay, that's the other thing is I used to live in Glacier National Park on the outskirts there. And if an animal was cornered, it would fight back.
Right.
Right.
So if a dogman is cornered and it has its young, it's going to bluff charge, just like a cougar, just like a bear, elk, deer.
Moose.
I've even seen a chipmunk do a bluff charge.
There's no way to talk about Kayla.
Wow.
So if we have all of these reports of these vicious creatures, then why do we have so many survivors out there? I mean, that's a question we got to ask ourselves.
Yeah.
Is every documentary, every podcast is basically stating that Dogman is this vile, vicious, evil creature, only hell bent on drinking blood and eating bodies. I do know that there was I gotta pull up that whole story right now. The one,
I just
Go ahead.
want to know if there's been one person to stand up to a dogman.
I would.
You wrote to pet the puppies. We already know
I
that.
know. I want to pet the puppy.
okay, so I know we do have one story of a massacre. And it's the one legend that everybody wants to use onto how vicious dogmen are. And it's the land between the lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, this is the problem, is we don't have an exact date. We don't have exact records. The story here off of werewolves.com, because that was the one I could find that has everything. But I mean, again, it's in every single documentary. Sometime in the late 70s or early 80s, the Young family was wiped out in an attack by the beast, a dogman or werewolf. The family visiting from Florida was found torn to pieces in their RV. The names of the parents aren't recorded, but they had 2 children, Bradley and Megan. Megan wasn't with the rest of her family in the RV, though, as her remains had been hauled up into a tree. Police deputy named Philip Douglas and a state trooper named William Folkson discovered the bodies. That's the story. And this is a very short. This is a very short article. What's the quote from the man who shot Liberty Valance? When the legend becomes fact, print the legend.
So, if they're saying it was a dogman or werewolf, how did they know it's either or? It could have been a bear.
Well, that's the thing, is if everybody was killed, the family of 4 was killed.
Exactly.
Here's what the article finishes off with. Quote, here's some documentation I was able to find concerning the beast. This comes from the U.S. Forest Service Public Affairs Specialist, Carlin Lewis. Quote, we have no evidence, records, documentation of any validated sightings of the beast. Some of our staff have worked on the land between the lakes for many years. A lot of them know every nook and cranny. They've never seen anything that would point back to a beast existing, unquote. That's the article.
So no evidence of claw marks or...
There's not even police records of this family.
Yeah.
There's no evidence. There's no police records of this actually happening. This is just basically people are taking a legend, they're running with it. You have all these documentaries that are basically they go back to this case of, oh, well, this family of 4 was brutally murdered in the land between the lakes. But then again, we have our 555 example. 5 podcasts, 5 guests, 5 shows a week of survivors. And that's, I mean, I've been on a couple podcasts where I always get asked the one question: how did you survive? We did. We saw something. It saw us. We've been stalked. I mean, the one time we had that thing chasing us in the truck, it stopped. It didn't attack the truck.
No.
So then you got to go back to your entire, is Dogman very, very vile and vicious and evil and everything else?
Or territorial and protective.
Or territorial, exactly. I mean, anything will bluff charge you. If you are in a breeding area and you're not supposed to be there, you will get a bluff charge.
Mm-hmm.
If you corner something, you're going to get bluff charged.
Right.
So that there is the whole basic. Are we painting Dogman in a bad picture just for a bad guy? I mean, we always look at Bigfoot and we're always like, oh, it's the gentle giant of the woods and everything's fine and we love Bigfoot. But we do have reports of Bigfoot being violent.
Yeah.
The Siege of Ape Canyon.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up.
There we go. So, guaranteed. And the Siege of Ape Canyon, if we were to take that as gospel, the miners shot at one, possibly killing it,
Right.
and it was retribution. So if we take that and we apply it over, the question's always going to come up. Is Dogman vicious and evil and brutalized and everything else?
Yeah.
Well, even the Beast of Bray Road out there is that Midwest.
Yeah.
They don't even say, they just say they see it, but they don't have any missing persons or anything from it either that I'm aware of.
No, there's no missing persons.
Right.
We were driving down the road and we happened to have seen something.
Right.
And it was big and it was hairy and it was ugly and yada, yada, yada.
I mean, they just described me. So.
Tammy says she loves Bigfoot. Maybe she thinks. Yeah.
But then we've got to go back. I mean, we do have the North American Dogman Project, who has never gotten back to me about our sighting.
Is this the gentleman on TikTok? No.
No. That's
the other guy.
Yeah, that's Ricky Sanchez.
Sanchez, that's what I was saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's got a little bit more logical evidence that, after you listen to all these podcasts, and I know we listened to a bunch of them. We had a guest on our show on Unleashed who was a know-it-all, and then we found out that he's a know-it-all, but he's an armchair athlete.
Yeah.
So
he's like an old conspiracy. He's like, why are you showing your face? Why you want to give out this information or that information? And it's like, well, we're trying to bring it to the forefront to, have this discussion, make people aware. Yeah, it's this guy just is a joke.
Well, the interesting thing is a lot of the internet is finding out that some of these people are just basically putting on a nice big show.
Right.
They're armchair athletes. They're not out there. They're not really helping out. I know the NADP, the North American Dogman Project, they are kind of like the BFRO of
Okay.
Dogmen. So they've got a website, NorthAmericanDogmanProject.com, where you can go in and you can put in your encounters and you can report in on sightings and everything else. It's a page I like to use if we're going to be on the road. But like I said, I put in a sighting because, I mean, we're new to this.
Right.
We want to know. So I think by doing this podcast and discussing other scenarios, we are re-educating. We are taking a side of the dogmen. If we were to compare dogmen to wolves, okay, now, I mean, how badly have wolves been screwed over in history?
Mhm.
You know, we've got the beast of Givaudan in France. You know, I mean, after the beast was on a killing spree, they went on a giant wolf hunt, and they were killing off wolves. I mean, we killed off most of our wolves, our wolf population here in the States, because you know they were big and mean and evil and violent and deadly. I mean, currently, right now, I mean, if we were going canines, uh, my hometown of St. Helens, we're having a coyote problem because I mean we're cutting out all of their territory, so they're having to come into the city limits to look for food. So everybody's all up in arms. Oh, these coyotes are vicious and mean. You know what? I
They're
have
hungry.
they're hungry. But I mean, I have literally walked the streets of St. Helens years ago at 2 o'clock in the morning, walking home from my buddy's house back to my house. And I've had a pack of coyotes follow me. They were not violent. They were not mean. They were going the same way I was going. I did not give them any mind. I let them do what they were doing. They let me do what I was doing.
They were your escort.
They were my escort for the few blocks because I was taking a back trail. It was just easier to take that back trail that connected the two streets.
Mhm.
And they were going on their way. I was going on my way. Their den is actually down in the old Milton site. And they were just going on the hunt. I was walking. I've had them walk beside me. There
I
was
used
no,
to
there
when
was
I lived
never
in
any aggression. They were doing their thing. I was doing my thing. We were all left well enough alone. When
when
I
I
lived
lived
in,
in Southern Cal, I sorry to interrupt,
oh
but
no,
I'd go hiking in the desert mountains back there all the time and come across coyotes, and they would just take off when they saw people. They were like, nope. So
exactly.
yeah, we
99% of the time, they will just do their thing unless you corner them. And then, yes, they will get angry. They might get a little violent. They're going to let you know, don't come over here.
yeah,
Yeah, they'll defend themselves.
I mean,
as they should.
let's look at the wolf population in Yellowstone National Park. I mean, the minute they reintroduced the wolves kept down the herbivores. A lot of the plants and vegetation started to come back, and now the park is healthier than it's ever been because there is that check and balance. You have your predators, you have your herbivores. Everything's kept in balance, so the natural ecosystem can actually balance itself out. Now, I know in our studies, we have been having our family of Bigfoot, and been having our little pack of dogmen, and they seem to be having a little back and forth at the moment. So are they working off of different territory? Because I mean, we always talk about the Blue Gate and how it's active, and um, so far this year it's been kind of
It's a mix, I say.
Yeah,
I mean, this last trip that we were up there, Darren, getting cameras, yeah, there was something down there by the Blue Gate. Definitely.
there was something,
Yeah.
but we have noticed that the dog. Okay, so we I was talking to Ricky Sanchez, and I showed him pictures of our investigation because we were finding those giant looks like open graves, those open
Yep.
pits.
Yeah.
And in his investigations, and he's got like 10 years, or I think maybe more,
10
of
plus years.
Dogman investigations. And he was saying that, yeah, they'd start digging these little foxholes at the edges of their territory so they can put a scout out there. Which makes sense, because if wolves around a wolf den, you will normally have something that's further out protecting the den.
Correct.
Entries.
Yep. So they'll have your sentries that'll protect the den, and then if the wolf pack is on a move, then you've got certain wolves at the front of the pack and certain wolves at the back of the pack. They've got their own little system there.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that we have been stalked. James and I have.
Oh, definitely.
But I mean, at the time, I think, James, we were unwary of it. I don't know if we were terrified of it.
I think, thinking about it now, after the first encounter that you had, go and then, sliding back down the hill and then us backing out. I mean, it could have been a dogman. We were, on each side of us instead of the family. I mean, who's to say it wasn't?
Well, all I know is I saw one, and we heard something on the other side.
Yeah.
So,
But
I mean,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that brings up more questions of, I mean, we go back to the little old lady at Fred Meyer's who saw my Bigfoot shirt and said, "Oh yeah, Dogman, and there's a Dogman and there's a Bigfoot, and they're fighting up at my ranch for territory."
Right.
And what we have seen is, in our location, we have seen there seems to be a flow and an ebb of the Dogman taking territory, the Bigfoot taking it back. Like the last time we were up there, the Dogman side of the road. And I think Josh can attest to this one too, that because the first time we went up this year, the Dogman territory just seemed to be real quiet.
Yeah.
Very abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have some pushed over sticks in shapes of X's and TPs and everything else. But the last time James and I went up, and Josh was busy, we had more TP set up, kind of in a nice long line that, separating out a territory. So, I mean, that brings up the question, is there a territorial dispute going on?
Yeah, because it makes me wonder too. Because when we were just last up there, we were hearing stuff down in the creek.
Yeah,
and it was bipedal. I guarantee it was bipedal. Now, was it one of the family or was it a Dogman?
That is a good question, because I mean, we have had a Bigfoot sentry on the off months, on the off breeding season, the birthing season actually. Because there is a nest up in the swamp there. But when we found the nest, we did have another sentry, little smaller male, that kind of let us know that he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems to be an easy way to egress is through that little creek zone. So was it a Dogman? Was it a Bigfoot sentry making sure that the Dogmen weren't coming across and knowing their line in the sand? I mean,
or was it a Dogman just, checking things out and maybe pushing their luck a little?
These are all good questions, but we were not charged. We weren't. I mean, I heard the little girl's laugh. I still have to go through all the video to.
Oh, that's right. You're saying that.
Yeah, see if my lid cam picked that one up. But I mean, that could be anything, because I mean that mountain is so damn haunted and infested.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an old home site down in that region. So, I mean, probably when we're going out and doing the Dogman documentary, we might come across that lodge or the remains of that lodge.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible, but I mean, we still got to go back to that same question that keeps coming up, that everybody wants to keep harping on. Oh, Dogman, they're vicious and evil and they will kill you. And well, how did you survive?
I would like to challenge anybody, if they're listening or watching, let us know. I mean, give us your opinion. I mean,
or guide us towards articles that have proof of.
Yeah,
of,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see some hard evidence that they are vicious, mean, and all this. Because right now, I just think they're a little misunderstood.
Just like the wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we keep saying that wolves are big and bad and ugly. I mean, but if you leave them well enough alone, they'll leave you well enough alone.
Yeah.
So we were watching a program a little bit ago about was it the Ozark Howler, and this biologist and his wife went in there looking for it, and there's an old moonshiner who found his grandfather in their 20s, killed one, and he still had the pelt and the skull, and it ended up being a North American red wolf, which is there's like 15 left in the wild. And none in the Ozarks area. It's all in the other parts. But I mean, they got the DNA from the fur and everything else, and sure enough, what it was, which would make sense. And I don't know if you know what the red wolf is, kind of a mix between a gray wolf and a coyote.
Yeah.
So it does look like a different creature, but it does have the howl as the howler would be. So
misidentification already.
Yeah, misidentification and hunted to the extinction because they were just
didn't know any
away.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, everybody is always, every podcast I've been a guest on, and you bring up the Dogman, and then there's always somebody in the comments, how did you survive? Were you scared? Well, yeah, I was scared. But we got out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what needs to happen is more education, more than anything.
Yeah. I agree.
Because I mean, that seems to be everybody's take is, oh, I saw this large wolf creature and it was on two legs and I was terrified and scared and it was trying to get in the house, and but then if you listen to, like, say, a Bigfoot podcast, and the Bigfoot's outside the house and it's looking in and it's curious, and everyone's, you'll have a 50-50 mix. Oh, I was terrified for my life, or it was just curious and looking in, and then I was a little scared, but it tapped on the glass or something, went away. But a Dogman comes around, and then we automatically go, oh my God, it's evil and vicious and mean, and it's going to kill me, and I'm going to die. But to quote the movie, but did you die?
What's that?
My question is, we all know about locations for the Bigfoot buildings, like the North American Bigfoot Center up here in Boring, and others across the U.S. But is there anything like that for the Dogman, so that you can learn about them, hear from experts, so to speak, and do some sort of research?
I'll look that up.
I know there's a couple of Native Americans in.
As far as I'm aware of, I've not seen or heard of any, and I could be totally wrong.
But I know some Native American places in New Mexico have not necessarily a museum and stuff about Dogman, but skinwalkers and stuff. They have like in their cultural museums, they have writings about it. So I mean, I know it's been passed along through Native Americans as well, but most of them call them skinwalkers rather than a Dogman or a werewolf or of the such.
Yeah, as for Dogman, it's self-centered. No, there does not seem to be a dedicated just Dogman. A lot of it's Bigfoot. I know there's a couple cryptid museums where they kind of have everything.
Right.
But no, there's not a dedicated Dogman. maybe that's our next business
I was
venture.
just gonna say it sounds like a business opportunity to me.
All
Where we
right.
all retire from our jobs and open a Dogman Center.
There we go. Come pet the puppies.
Pacific Northwest Dogman Center, open 7 days a week.
Oh, I'll need a day off, sir.
We'll each get 1 day off.
There we go. Oh,
It'll be good. But I mean, these are things that need to come out because
absolutely.
every single podcast, every single interview, I saw a Dogman. Oh my God, he's vicious and mean. I'm surprised he survived. But again, you go with your five podcasts. That's 5 shows a week. 5 guests that don't double over per week. Now, if you do the math, how many people have we got?
Too many.
Yeah. There's a lot of people right there in 1 week alone who have witnessed a Dogman.
Yeah.
So what, 25?
Yeah.
Good base number there. So 25 people a week times a year if we do not double that up.
1,200.
So, yeah. So you got that many survivors, that many people who have seen. Now let's be fair here. Say we got 400 a year of eyewitnesses. So let's take a good 25% off the top. Well, let's go an easy 50% of just fakers and people wanting attention. So
Right.
200 people a year who have seen something and are legitimately scared for about what they've seen. You still have 200 people that have walked away.
But can you tell me that they can go to that site where they saw that Dogman and say, okay, I saw him right there, but is there any evidence of it actually being there? Any footprints, any breakage of limbs?
Hell,
Yeah.
even claw marks.
Claw marks?
Yeah.
Well, that is the thing,
Or
the North American
even-
Dogman Project.
Or even animal carcasses that could possibly be from a Dogman.
Right.
Well, I know that the BFRO, the Bigfoot Field Research Organization,
Yeah, those guys.
you put in a report of a sighting. They'll eventually get back to you.
Eventually.
Eventually. I'm still waiting for them to get back to me on my report. And that was a year ago.
Yeah.
And sometimes they will send out an investigator to go to the location and do an investigation. But if it's a year or two later, then those footprints are going to wash out.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be different. Everything's not going to be the same.
Yeah, like right now, I mean, our racetrack area is just
It's
wiped
gone.
out.
Yeah, it's total.
So,
But I mean, we did have tracks up there.
yeah,
We found coyote. We found deer.
deer, coyote, and there's another
Probably
one.
coon. There's always raccoons out there.
It might have been a raccoon. I didn't get a picture of that one.
Yeah.
It's either a raccoon or a possum.
Yeah,
What needs to happen is these dogman groups need to be a little bit quicker on the uptick. I mean,
Well,
I don't
even
know
the
if-
BFRO needs to be quicker on the uptick.
well, apparently there's an Oregon representation for BFRO, and I'm still waiting on him. I mean, for Oregon, easily, if they would open it up, I would say, listen, my team will be the NADP Oregon chapter, because we'll actually go investigate in a timely manner.
Hell yeah.
Even
Yep.
at BFRO, I mean, if you look on the BFRO, I mean, they do have some encounters around our research area.
I haven't looked at that, but that would make
Oh,
sense.
and I got a couple. I mean, just glancing at the NADP website, we have one down in Lynn County, Oregon from March 2017.
Isn't that by Corvallis? That's down
It
by
is.
Corvallis area.
It's down by Corvallis. Yep.
Huh.
So we have one on the Oregon map, which kind of shows you that they're not exactly being real quick about this stuff, because we have our encounters. The little old lady's seen them all the time. I'm sure there's other encounters going on.
Well,
So
the Vernonia campsite, that lady as well.
exactly. So it's like, why isn't anybody else reporting these things? I mean, is it because of the fact that Dogman is so quote unquote new? It's a new cryptid, even though they've been around forever. I mean, if we go back to the Beast of Givaudan, 1700s France, they described it as a wolf the size of a small cow. Well, Dogman, we've seen it. Well, what we saw was running on all four legs. So if that was a Dogman running on all four legs, it would be taking a wolf-like appearance. So would the Beast of Givaudan be a Dogman? Giant wolf on all four legs.
Could be a dire wolf.
Could be a dire wolf.
Because they're massive. And they found one in Canada about 5 years ago still alive.
I was going to say, aren't those extinct?
They were considered extinct, but now they had evidence of one or two up in it was northern Canada. I don't know what province, but they found about 5 years ago. About 5 years ago, they confirmed that there's a few still alive, at least in Canada. I don't know about anything as far south as where we're at.
But there again is the other question: is Dogman just a dire wolf that we've all lost track of? I mean, how many
That's a good
animals
point.
do we really monitor and keep a track of?
There's too many out there.
Yeah, I mean, game cameras, security cameras are always picking up something.
Yeah.
Except for in our case, we kind of.
We get branches.
Hey, we got an owl.
Yeah, I got an owl.
Yeah, with the clear cutting above the Blue Gate and below the Blue Gate, I just believe that everything around the Blue Gate is kind of
moved on.
It's moved. It's moved around the mountain somewhere where there's not trucks coming through all the time and cutting and everything else.
Telling Darren we need to go further north up that road now and see if that's where they migrated. Because you know they won't go back down towards civilization area. It's got to be deeper in the woods.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've only explored the one side of the mountain.
True.
So we've only explored the north side. We haven't explored east, west, or south. I know we're talking about going over to Vernonia and doing some shooting.
Yeah.
For the documentary. So maybe when we're over there, we need to be exploring the backside of the mountain, looking for roads that go up.
See if we can find old Silverback.
Yeah.
Well, not only the Silverback, but the Dogman, because if the north side is now a no-go for these things,
right?
I mean, we didn't even get elk on the game cameras, and that was a month.
And then we saw what, about 100 head of that on the way up there.
Yeah.
So that was surprising they're not up there then, because there's a lot more food up that way.
A lot more food, and the first time we set up a game camera, we ended up getting elk on the game camera, and they were using the swamp area religiously. So obviously, with all the clear cutting and everything else that's going on, they've migrated away from their primary route.
Either that, or something has caused them to vacate that area.
Also a good point.
So yeah, we need to figure out what's going on, and I think next time we go up, the three of us, we need to press further into the Dogman territory.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
I mean, hell, like I think I was telling Josh, that might just be the whole damn Dogman documentary. Is us pushing.
Yeah, because I mean, we only went so far into it. There could be other dugouts farther deeper in.
There especially if they're making dugouts at the perimeters, and now those ones out by the Blue Gate Road are now abandoned. What if they're pulling back because of everything that's going on?
All the clear cutting, and so therefore, Bigfoot is pressing into their territory. So they're being pushed. What is that? Being pushed up?
I think they might be being pushed over.
Over. Okay.
So
They
it'd
might be being
west?
pushed back further into that patch of woods.
Right.
So I think the next thing we need to do is, I mean, we've got our work cut out for us. I mean, there is a road up at Pisgah that goes further back. We need to figure out where that road goes. So
That's what I was talking. That road there was what I was talking about.
yeah, instead of stopping at the red gate, we need to take the road further down and figure out where it goes. We need to push back further into Dogman territory and look for more signs and everything else.
I would say everything on the side of the family, that Blue Gate side, we just totally ignore this next time going up.
Well, I mean, we
So
got to
hard.
film ourselves.
Well, I know the documentary.
Yeah.
Come on, I know that. But you know what I mean. In the search,
No, I
for
got you.
truth, we need to do more work, study on the other side, the Dogman side, versus.
And isn't it funny that it's separated by that road? Dogman on the one side and Squatch on the right side.
Well, I mean, there are a bunch of little farms that are up in that region. So the little old lady's farm has got to be one of those.
She didn't give you a direct spot, huh?
No, she just said it was backwoods of Scappoose, and she has a farm. I looked on Google Earth at all the farms, and there are 6 that border our mountain.
Okay.
So I don't know which one is hers. So I mean, we have a.
Ooh,
We lost Josh.
we
Josh
lost
is gone.
him. Yeah, he didn't want to talk to us anymore.
He's been taken out by a dog man.
Do we have proof though?
Sorry.
No, see?
Maybe he got taken out.
Yeah.
It wasn't Dogman that took him out. He's back.
He's
It was
back.
technology. Good old slip of the hand. Shut it off.
But yeah, I mean, how many times, James, have we said we're done with the Blue Gate? We're done with Pisgah. We're done with this region. I know one of our former investigators has always said, well, we need to go other places. We've done it to death.
But
For
see,
6 years. Well,
but
for 6 years, we've had success.
yeah. But that's what they don't understand. Yes, we say we're done with it, but something always, the last trip up there or something, always says, no, you're coming back.
That's me.
Tammy says it's time to go door knocking to find the little old lady.
That's how you get shot, Tammy.
Especially up there.
Especially in the backwoods.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, we definitely need to start pushing further back in the woods, and we still
Agreed.
need. I mean, we've had 6 good years of positive evidence coming out of these things.
Yeah.
We've had the Dogman, we've had the Squatch.
The town hall.
Let's see. Jamie had a good idea.
What's that?
We could do a town hall.
Probably could.
Yeah.
Hand out flyers.
Hand out flyers, or on some of these sites, anyone in this area want to come and share their experience, come on down. We'll bring your map, put some pins in it, and go from there too. I mean, it might not prove anything, come by, but it might people out of the woodworks like, oh, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, well, I know we've run a booth for the outdoor festival here in Scappoose before.
Right. Yeah, and we
Yeah,
got
you were for that one.
about 5 or 6 pins that one day.
Yeah, so I mean, we got some pretty good there. So I
Yeah.
mean, if they want us back for the outdoor festival, that's always a good little
Cool.
easy event where everybody's coming to us.
Yeah.
We can start drawing in some more stuff and definitely doing a lot more question and answers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. James, do you feel threatened? Your life is threatened with a dogman encounter?
No, I not yet per se. I mean, those first couple instances, I very highly alert. I mean, obviously to where I drew my gun, but you know, I up there between the Sasquatch and the Dogman, it's like it's two different feelings. To be honest, you get it's like okay, we know that the family of Sasquatch are there. For all we know, they could be still sitting there watching us to this day. You get different feelings going up there, whether it's the sounds or lack thereof, versus, okay, my senses are heightened more now that I know that there's a possibility that there is the dogman sitting right there. Yeah, you don't know too much, honestly, about that. And so you're highly alert, but I haven't seen anything yet that says that they're dangerous to me.
That's a good point.
There has no proclivated, you know what I mean. I can't even think, and I'm not even drinking yet.
That's the problem.
I'm not. They're not being provoked by me. Okay. You know, honestly, my opinion this last time up there when I heard that bipedal in the water, I thought it could have been a dogman just kind of walking right there back and forth. I mean, just maybe he was just trying to press his luck a little bit, so to speak.
Okay.
But, I
Could
mean,
be a pup.
yeah, it could be a young one, you know, but as of right now, I'm going to say no, I don't honestly feel threatened by them unless something changes. I'm not going to go out there provoking anything by any means. Hell no. I ain't stupid.
Josh, same question. Do you feel as if it's a dangerous area? Are you threatened?
Dangerous? Not per se by the cryptids or anything else, but the unknown out there, there's bear, cougar, anything that you can threaten. Yes, because there's lots of stuff out there that can get you. But again, like I think piggybacking on James, we're the ones that are being the threat and they're being defensive. So I don't think anything's being aggressive towards us. Even when we went to Verona and I felt like I was surrounded, I I was tense, but I didn't feel threatened. I felt like I was being like, hey, move along, buddy.
Put you on a little high alert.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, but not like, oh my God, only that one time where something was running up at me at the racetrack. And that's the only time I've ever drawn my weapon too, was that because someone was coming fast and hard, but it again, I think it was a bluff charge because it stopped. So
Well,
yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
think no, I feel comfortable going up there all the time.
well, we know that the racetrack seems to be the primal birthing area,
Or was.
or was until they
Yeah.
clear cut it. So now we got to figure out where the new nests are going to be. But
Well, we could still get back in there. But that area where we first initially saw everything is pretty much wiped out.
Yeah, you guys are saying that's a bummer.
we've still got to go and do our shot.
Yeah.
James, I wish we would have had Connor too with us to do a little
Yeah.
a flyby. So we'll have to do that next time we go up. I'm thinking that should be a good shot. Is us up on the top looking out over the valley, and then have Connor fly around us.
Yeah.
And we just pack them every time because you never know what we're gonna get.
Yeah, last time we went out was just supposed to be a smash and grab, grab everything, cut down the branches and move on. And, it literally was only supposed to be like a half hour, grab and go. cut, grab, go.
And that
Uh,
doesn't agree with you.
I think it ended up being about 4 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that the last time we were gonna put up the cams and go to Pisgah, it was supposed to be a quick trip too, and we were cutting it close to make your deadline.
Oh yeah.
And we
So,
even left early. We were running. Well, I mean, anything happens. I mean, that's the thing. That whole mountain it's got, ghosts, Bigfoot, Dogman. Who knows what else is going on up there? And
maybe.
every time we say we're done with Pisgah, we're done with this, we're going to quit talking about it, something pops up, something happens. Something just keeps drawing us up there. I mean, now we've got the game camera sitting up at Pisgah home, and it's working great now.
I mean, I would love to stay the night up there one night and just camp up there for a night and see what happens.
Well, I know we're going to do the night run up there for filming.
Right, but I meant like on the Dogman side, I'd camp there overnight just to see what I see.
But I think first we need to figure out where they went.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because if they got pushed way back, if they're pushed back a mile, then yeah, we could camp there all day, all night, stay up there a week, and ain't nobody going to find us, and ain't nobody going to care. But if they have been pushed all the way back because of clear cutting, whatever, then what's going on with that one?
Right.
So, as for me, am I terrified of Dogman? Not since when you listen to the podcast and you listen to these experts and they talk about how dangerous and violent and everything else, but once you start to put it into a different perspective, no, they don't scare me anymore.
I'm glad you said anymore, because when we first started talking about it, you were completely terrified of this.
Yeah, to be honest, you were freaking out.
I won't deny it. I will not deny it.
The way you freaked out, man, it really put me on the high alert. I'm like, fuck, man, he's going ape shit over here. I'm pulling my gun, walking backwards, and okay, what the hell's gonna pop out of the creek?
Jamie chimed in and said, "Ain't nothing wrong with self-preservation."
Well, at this point, it's not even needed, because now we've got more information. We've got a better idea on what they are, what they're about. I mean, we've only ever been stalked the one time, and I think they were just curious on who we were and what we were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever chased the truck, it could have kept running. It could have attacked the truck. Could have got us on several occasions.
I mean, for all we know, they could have been the ones that threw something at the truck.
Yeah, just telling us, hey, you guys need to get out of here. I got a litter.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I thought it was Bigfoot at first that threw something at the truck. Now you got that possibility of it being the Dogman, because you guys are saying that you saw something running up a truck. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, it's time to get moving.
I still think it was Squatch myself, especially because that was a good aim on your bumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
again, it's out there. It could have been a Dogman that did it. You never know.
It's a very valid question. We don't know what it was. We don't know exactly what was running beside the truck, but it could have jumped in the bed of the truck and attacked. It could have swiped at the truck, burst out a tire.
Dude, don't even say that, because that just throws chills down my spine.
But it didn't. It just ran and then banked off. It
disappeared.
It disappeared. It left. Because, I mean, a lot of experts say Dogman can run up to about 45 miles an hour. We were doing 25 coming down?
Yeah.
And we picked it up to 35. Did a number on your shocks.
Well, now here's another question. If they say the Dogman can go up to 45 miles an hour, how do they know?
I was going to ask the same question, sir.
How would they know?
Again, a lot of these people
Armchair quarterbacks.
Armchair quarterbacks. I mean, the only one that I've got a little bit more faith in is Rick Sanchez.
Well, he's
Because I've
boots on
seen
the
his
ground.
videos, I've talked to him. I'm not going to call him an expert because nobody's an expert unless you got it in a cage and you work at a zoo and you studied these animals your entire life.
And you're fucking filthy rich.
And you're filthy rich. I mean, we all have a general idea and we learn as we go.
Yeah.
And I just realized I need better lighting.
I need to turn
At
mine
least you're not sitting in your car in a drive-through.
No. Oh, Jesus.
Whoa!
Let there be light.
Dum, dum, dum.
In the last 4 minutes of the podcast.
Right, the last 4 minutes of the podcast. Thanks, sweetheart.
That's all right. I'll be turning mine out for the next podcast. Well, since we got like 4 minutes left, roughly, what do we got for next week if we're done on this one?
There we go.
Next week, we hopefully will be on TikTok. I'll probably post this whole damn video up on TikTok. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to want to
Sit
watch
for
a
an
full hour.
You never know.
I never know. I'll still see if I can't post it anyway until I get things worked out and figure out what we need to do with that one. Next week is research, and while it's important.
Oh, is this where we could start ripping into people?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know it.
We can do a full-on dig. Research, why it's important.
That works for me.
Without getting into it too much, we kind of touched on it here. If you don't do your research, you're just throwing shit to the wind.
Yes. Okay, yeah. All righty. Well, this has been fun, guys.
It was been fun, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pleasure having you on here, Josh.
Well, thank you, sir.
Hopefully you can join more often.
Hopefully. I'm probably going to miss the following podcast because I got stuff I got to get done, but
So he said.
not next week, but the one in 10 minutes.
Oh, 1.5 hours, you mean?
That's what I meant, yeah. See, I gotta tell time.
The Silent Negan's running away.
I'll probably pop in if I can for a minute, but I don't want to guarantee I'm going to be there.
Ah.
It's all Tammy's fault because she didn't join here.
Well, the next podcast is pretty much Tammy's podcast.
Right? See, I got to be quiet on that one, so I don't want to be a part of that.
Apparently, Unleashed tonight is Port Gamble and the Port Gamble Ghost Conference, the Walker Ames house.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I've been up to Port Gamble, but not done the Walker Ames house though.
Well, you can help fill out the hour.
I don't know how well I could be at that, but hey, I just gone up there for the conference. That's about it. And
Well, if I know Tammy, she's already got like 3 pages of stuff to go through anyway. So
for Tammy, 3 pages is like 15 minutes.
fair enough.
All right. Well, we ain't got no catchphrases. We're going to go ahead and jump out about 2 minutes early. We'll see you next week. And hopefully next week we'll have all the little bugs worked out and it'll be better.
All right, gentlemen.
Peace out.
Till next
Till
time.
next time.